Many Magic the Gathering players ask the question, does Jace the Mind Sculptor make any deck better? And my answer, plain and simply, is yes. You can end the video now. I recently decided in my Modern Illusions deck that I was going to play Jace because he was unbanned. So I'm going to go through the deck list with you and what I do and what I play. And you can tell me if you think this deck is actually a legitimate deck or not, because I think it is because of that card right there on top that you see. For Mind Sculptor, because he's the only reason why this deck would even be relevantly good. I mean, okay, it was pretty good before, but, you know, Jace. I play 1 Cunning Castaway because I can't play 5 Jace the Mind Sculptor, and it creates illusions. 4 Phantasmal Image because self-explanatory. I mean, any blue deck in Modern probably plays this. Sorry to say, especially illusions. 4 Lord of the Unreal because, well, let's be unreal. Let's be real. If you have a Phantasmal Image and you copy that, it's just a lock of 1/1s and hexproofs. 4 Bear because it's a 1/2/2. I mean, they're all illusions, so they're all very weak. But, you know, archetypes. 4 Dragon because 5/5 for a 4 cost with flying. Hell yeah, I'll take it. 4 Jace's Phantasm because Death Shadow is a thing, and they put a bunch of cards in the graveyard, and if they don't have an angler, and you can get this off first, it's a 1 cost 5/5 with flying. 3 Metallic Mimic. I'm considering playing another one. The Grand Chronologist came out for this, because, honestly, I think this is a pretty good card in this deck. You know, Aether Revolt, who doesn't love it? 4 Serum Visions, because Serum Vision, it's a 1 cost for a draw card, scry 2. 4 Vapor Snag because I love to bounce Death Shadows. I do. Death Shadows and bouncing them is my favorite hobby in this game. 2 Sleight of Hand, which I'm considering going to 3 or maybe even 4 if I feel lucky enough, because it's a better opt. I mean, it's not an instant, it's a sorcery, so I get why people would play Opt over it, but come on, Sleight of Hand's freaking awesome. 4 Cavern of Souls, because why the hell not? 4 Mutavault, because again, why the hell not? This one's a little bit more rational than Cavern of Souls, but hell yeah. And my lucky number, 12 islands, because I had 12 unstable islands. I have more than that, but come on, 12 is a good number. And you need islands, as I accidentally grabbed my Mutavaults. So that's the deck list. I want to talk about Jace the Mind Sculptor for another minute, though. Because, honestly, I was thinking this over since the ban. I have thought this over quite a lot. And do I, as a player of the game in general, not only a Modern player, but just a player of the game in general, think this should have been unbanned? No. I think the reason why they banned it was because it is such a powerful card by itself without a combo, and I do think that it is still a very powerful card. I sort of understand Bloodbraid Elf, but Jace I do not think should have been unbanned. As a 4-drop, 3 Planeswalker with its Brainstorm abilities and its bounces and its exile, I do not think that this should have been brought back in. I think this is a very, very powerful card, and I do believe, yes, I am going to say it, I do believe that this card can make any blue deck more relevant and double as powerful as it was before. So, do I honestly believe that I can win with Phantasms and Illusions because of this card? Do I honestly believe that? Do I believe that this tier 2, sometimes tier 3 deck can win because of this one card? And my answer is yes. It has beaten Death Shadow many times. I've been testing it with Affinity. It's very good. Of course, this deck will ultimately almost always lose to Burn. But Jace definitely helps that matchup, and yes, I do believe Jace makes any deck better. Throw me a deck list. Tweet at me a deck list, and I will tell you if I think Jace the Man Sculptor would be good in it. In 90% of the time, I will probably say yes, but do it. Challenge me. I dare you. If it's got blue in it, throw it at me. Throw it at me. Come on. Come on. Throw it. Come on. Throw it. Throw it. Who cares about Jace? Right? At least the card quality was still good then. Alright. My social media links are down in the description if you want to follow me. If you want to tweet at me. If you want to watch me stream on Twitch. Watch my other YouTube videos, you know. They'll all be down in the description, and I hope to talk to you guys again real soon. And before I end the video, I did want to talk to you guys a tiny bit about this epic playmat. This playmat will be linked down in the description. The artist of this is Nolan Nasser. I'm just going to leave Jace here because I think Jace really compliments this mat. This mat I got at Rhode Island Comic-Con. This guy is a fucking legend. Look at this. Look at this playmat. Alright, sorry Jace, you're out. You've never gotten any new arts. Who cares about you? This mat is awesome. He's got 6 or 8 different mats listed currently, and oh my god, it is normal, ultra pro, standard type rubber playmat on playmat, but it is gorgeous. He has some of the most gorgeous artwork mats that I have ever seen or ever used, and whenever I go to an LGS or I go somewhere and I use this mat, I get compliments out the bum, and I cannot recommend these mats enough, and this guy is awesome. This guy is so cool. I met him at Rhode Island Comic-Con because I was a vendor, and I met him and he was like, oh hell yeah, I'll give you some playmats, and unfortunately the signatures kind of wore off, but he gave me one of each of his playmats for a special price because I was a vendor. He had me, well, he signed them. I tweet about him all the time. He is a stand-up epic guy. I couldn't recommend his mats more. His art is beautiful. He is an awesome human being. He also recently, I believe, just started up a game on Kickstarter. I haven't looked into it much, but I totally have to contact him. But if you guys are interested in these mats, I will totally plug them down below and on my Twitter. These things are awesome. They are gorgeous. The color saturation is amazing. And look, I would much rather have a mat than a standard card that's flimsy as crap. I just had to throw that in there. Alright, you guys, I hope to talk to you guys again real soon.